Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my very much zoomed in video. So for today's video, I have quite a bit of new makeup sitting in front of me that I want to test out for you guys. A lot of this makeup I got in my advent calendar, some of it I already bought, and you guys asked me to like try out some of these products, so here we are. So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on all these makeup items and were they any good? Well then definitely keep watching. Okay, so we're going to start off with brows. So in my Sephora advent calendar, I actually unboxed this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz Skinny Brow Pencil. I've never tried any of the ABH brow products minus the Brow Freeze. I absolutely hated that product. I thought it was really horrible, and I think I still have it. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and try it out. I also have the Refi. This is going to be the Clear Brow Sculpt. So we're going to go into sculpt our brows first with this, then follow it with a liner because that's what I see everybody on TikTok do. That's what you guys tell me to do. Never works out in that direction for me, but we're still going to go for it. So let me just quickly brush my brow hairs. Now I typically use this pencil right here. This is the Winky Luxe Universal Brow Pencil, or I do use my Benefit Brow Pomade or the Benefit Gimme Brow to do my brows, and we're trying something different. Now you guys can tell my brows are kind of full, but kind of not. But we're going to see what this product does for me. So I'm going to kind of brush the hairs up, and we're going to see how this brow sculpt works from Refi. Like I said, I got this in my Sephora advent calendar. That was such a good advent calendar. I did have some of you guys tell me that the advent calendar that I got was different than like what other people on YouTube got. I just got what was off Sephora. Now I know Sephora offered two different Sephora advent calendars. They have their 25 days of beauty must have, which is kind of like a mix of all the products they sell at Sephora. But then they also have their Sephora advent calendar, which is like all of the Sephora own products. So I feel like that's why you probably see a difference between mine and like other people's, is because I had like the beauty must have versus like Sephora's own products. And wow, your girl has got to get her brows plucked or waxed. I haven't tried a lot of these products before. I get like, I guess, really stuck in my ways. I'm sure we're all the same, where like I really end up falling in love with the product and then it's so hard for me to try anything else. And I feel bad because I feel like my job here on YouTube is to try new makeup, but like at the same time, when I just love something, I love something. Also, I want to get your guys' opinions. So next week I'm doing my declutters. Do you guys want me to do what I did before, where I just have 2 or 3 massive long videos all combined into one? Or do you guys want like individual videos and then do like massive declutter marathon? Let me know. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the ABH Brow Wiz little pencil that came in my little Sephora box, and I'm gonna start to just place this right here. First off, it looks like there's white freaking crusties in my brow. How long am I supposed to let this sit for? Because this is like not really even doing anything. First off, that is way too freaking thick. But this isn't even doing anything. This is just like pushing down my hair. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? It's literally just like pushing down the hair. This is why I hate brow sculpting products. They suck on me. Some of you guys tell me to do it first, do it after. It looks like I'm missing hair out of my damn brow. What the heck? All right, hold up. I need to brush this through. Hold up. I don't like the feathered look. No.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
We are starting off so strong in this video. I can't even, oh my God. Oh no. What do I do? What do I do? This looks so horrible. Looks like I stuck Elmer glue and it feels like Elmer glue. Oh my God. They're literally pasted onto my face. What the heck? This sucks. This sucks ass. What the heck? My brows look so freaking horrible. Oh my God. All right. I'm going to have to fill it in because like I can't look at like first off, they're two completely different shapes. Secondly, they make me look like I'm bald. Thirdly, we just can't be going on. I'm trying to do like a pretty eye look today, and I can't be doing that with jacked up brows. So let's see if we can salvage this a little bit. I don't know what type of miracle I can perform out of my ass on this one, but we're gonna try. Oh my god, it's so flaky. This was a mistake. Why did it just go gray? Oh my god, this looks like I just freaking painted on.
Okay.
I hate any sort of like brow sculpt. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It never works out for me. I tried before the product. You guys told me to. No, it doesn't work. I tried after. No, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Literally feel my brows sitting on my face right now. I've never felt them before. All right, so we're just going to try to clean them up. There's no salvaging my brows at this point unless I just take them off completely, and that defeats the purpose of this video because we're trying to make a product, and you know what? Some things just don't work. So the Refi Brow Sculpt just doesn't work for me. So for palettes, I have the brand new Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I think this palette's called Machina because I remember Ex Machina or Dos Es Machina, like there being like a nice little sci-fi movie. But it could also be Machina. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce this. I think Machina. That's what I think of because I think of that like sci-fi movie. And this is definitely a sci-fi based palette. It's 24 romantic sci-fi shades in here. Now this is their newest launch. It's actually going to be launching on Friday, December 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie, which will save you guys 10% off. And this palette does retail for $45. Now here we have the outside packaging. This is so freaking beautiful. It's a sci-fi based palette. First off, I love sci-fi and fantasy. I live for it. But secondly, this palette I think is going to be extra sweet because this is the last project that Maggie, the owner of Blend Bunny Cosmetics, got to work on with her dad. And if you guys haven't seen, she does have an Instagram. She did have an Instagram video where she revealed the concept of it, and at the very end, she played her dad's. Ooh, it makes me tear up. She played her dad's voice note at the end, and I just could not imagine because I'm a big daddy's girl. Like my dad's my world, and I just could not imagine. Unfortunately, her dad did pass, and this is the last little project that she got to do with him, and it makes me just love this palette even more. So here we have the new Blend Bunny Cosmetics. You are going to have 24 beautiful shades in here. Now, I really do think it was really cool about this palette is that this actually looks pretty similar to the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge palette and Primal palette kind of mixed into one. If you guys did not know, the Surge palette was discontinued this earlier this year. I was so sad to see it go. So I feel like it was kind of brought back with these deep, bold colors, along with having a little bit of that primal feel where you do have a little bit of like a rainbow-esque palette. Now, I already took the pleasure of swatching this palette, and I think it's safe to say that Maggie kills it every time when it comes to the formula. Superb formula. So here's the palette. I absolutely do love the shade names in here. I love that everything has to do with sci-fi, digital, the robot world. I think it's so freaking cute. I really also love the layout of this palette. She did kind of design it in a certain way, so you can just kind of go down the row to create really beautiful eye looks. But not only can you do that, you kind of have like two palettes in one, because if you cover up this side, you have a beautiful red purple palette. But if you cover up this side, you have a beautiful green blue palette. Like she kind of laid it out really nicely for the consumer, and it makes it really easy for like someone who's still kind of dipping their toes into color to feel a bit more comfortable playing with these shades. These are very bold, deep, grungy shades, but they can be intimidating, but the way that she laid it out makes it really user-friendly, because you could, like I said, you could just go down the row, or you could just look at it like in sections like that. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this palette. I want to start off with the shade AI right here, and I kind of want to mix it with the shade called Glitch to do just like a really fun like purple blue eye look. Since we are going into the holiday season, I kind of want to do like a holiday-esque feel. So for my eye base, we are going into my P. Louise eye base right here. Now y'all, speaking of P. Louise, do I have a story for you guys? So if you guys are not familiar, or if you guys don't know, I did purchase the Michaela X P. Louise collection. I talked about this last week, how the launch was very shitty. To sum it up, the collection went live last Monday at 2 p.m. and the full collection sold out immediately. So I went to go purchase the full collection and it sold out. So I wasn't able to get my hands on it. So I was like, okay, let me get the brush and palette bundle, put it in my cart. Nope, sold out. So I was like, all right, let me get like the palette singly, the brushes. Like I started adding everything individually. But 2 blushes came together, 2 highlighters came together. Nope, again, it was selling out. Everything was selling out. I was like, what the heck? So all I was able to get at the end of that transaction, which is the palette by itself, which was $51, and the 2 liquid highlighters, which were $18 a piece. And I was like, damn, this sucks. I ended up paying $107 because it was $87 before shipping. I had to pay over $20 for shipping because it was international. I checked out. My friend Mikey did the same exact thing. And then Michaela and P. Louise made an announcement on their pages saying, oh, by the way, if you are a U.S. resident, you should go ahead and go to the U.S. site. And I was like, come again? What do you mean a U.S. site? There's never been a U.S. site. There literally has always been just P. Louise, and that's the U.K. site. I'm used to that. But apparently there is a U.S. site. But I love the fact that they waited until after everybody went and purchased everything before they said, hey, there's a U.S. site. So I went to the U.S. site and I saw that they had everything available again. So I just went and purchased the 2 blushes and the powder highlighter. I didn't buy anything else. But that's when I noticed that, like I said, I'm going to go into the shade called AI right here. That is when I noticed that there was a price difference. Everything was $6 cheaper on the US site versus the UK site. And I was like, that's odd because I paid in US dollars on the UK site. But for some reason, this is now saying the palette's $45 versus $51. And I was like, this is really freaking weird. Why is it doing that? Like, why is it saying that? I was kind of floored by that. So I got a little annoyed, so I reached out to customer service because I was like, I just have I just want to know if I can get a refund on the difference. I paid for US dollars on the UK site. I paid $6 more for every item, and now you guys have it on the US site that everything's $6 cheaper. They told me that there was just a glitch in their system, and if I wanted to cancel my order, I should do so. So, I was like, you know what, can you please cancel my order? Because I've been seeing their price like fluctuate all like within 45 minutes. It went from 52 to 51 to 45, back to 52, 51. It just kept fluctuating for all the items, and I thought that was just so freaking bizarre. I'm going to go into the shade right here called Glitch. I thought that was just so freaking bizarre. I'm like, why is it doing that? So I didn't really like that, needless to say. And my friend Mikey did the same thing. He reached out to customer service and pretty much asked if he can get a refund on the difference. Customer service took 2 days to get back to me. And when they got back to me, they asked me if I wanted to cancel my order. I said, please, please, please just cancel my order. Well, here's the update. I have not heard from them at all until this Saturday is when I finally heard back from customer service. But mind you, during that time, they went ahead and shipped my order. Just one of the orders, not all. But they did ship one of my orders. So I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. You guys went ahead and shipped my order after I asked you guys to cancel it. So I reached out to customer service twice. I reached out to the original person. Then I reached out to a brand new customer service agent hours later, waiting because I wanted to know if I can get a refund. I wanted to cancel the order. I did not want to sit here and get this package anymore. I wanted to cancel. They told Mikey that pretty much in order for him to get his money back, he just pretty much has to just stand there and refuse the package, and then he could do a return. And then they told me I could just return it. So it was a little odd, especially because at the end of the email, the customer service agent did say to me that they really love my YouTube content. And I thought that was a little weird because like I've never once stated that I do YouTube in my email. I paid for it through PayPal. I used my personal email. I did not state once in my emails that I was a YouTuber at all. So I thought it was a little weird that they said we love your YouTube content because I've never once addressed me doing YouTube on there. So I thought that was a little odd. But they did cancel my one order, which I was very grateful for. And I do have that one package coming in. But as soon as that comes in, I am shipping it right back out because I just don't want to have the launch. So it was a very weird situation. I've never had that experience at P. Louise before. The customer service agent that I talked to that canceled my order and said that they love my content was really sweet. But I just thought the whole interaction was weird. Did not expect them to know who I was because at the end of the day, I'm a nobody, but not to mention, not only am I a nobody, but like I should get the same exact treatment as Mikey, and Mikey got a completely different experience. He got told that the reason why he was charged those prices because it was the exchange rate. He got told that he paid UK prices over US prices. He got told that he paid European, like he paid the euro, not the dollar. Like he kind of got the runaround. He got told he can't return unless he refuses it. Like he got different treatment than I did. I got told that once a package comes in, I could send it back to them and they would give me my full refund, no questions asked. Told they love my content, were responding back to me. So that's the type of stuff I don't like. Like I believe that all of us should be treated fairly and equally because at the end of the day, I am still a paying consumer and I am no better than anybody else. So I just thought that was a whole weird situation. So needless to say, I am not getting the Michaela launch. I did return it and I did cancel it. Needless to say, I'm not getting the Michaela launch. As soon as that palette comes in, I am returning it. And you know what? It's not her fault at all. Like, I don't want anyone to blame her for this because it generally isn't her fault. The only thing that like sucks is that if they had just stated from the beginning that there's going to be a US site, which you pretty much have to know this is going to be a thing, because how do you not know you're going to have a US site? I think it could have saved a whole lot of hassle and a whole lot of headaches for everybody involved, but that's just my personal opinion. So yeah, I want to give you guys kind of an update as to what happened, because it was just such a weird experience. And not to mention, they just revealed their new November budget box palette. Tell me how it's an icy blue palette, an entirely icy blue palette. I can't. Now that that is laid down, I am going to go in with a little bit more of a darker shade. I hope this works out. We're gonna see. I'm going to go into the shade called Emote right here. And we're just going to place this where this purple is right here. Yeah, so that was my experience. And the thing is that's crazy is I still really do like their formula. So I still would definitely order from the company. I don't know. I'm going to be more mindful about it. And I did go through PayPal. So PayPal did say that they would refund me my money if they do not. So I am keeping track of everything, and that's why like when I do send the package back out, I am paying for tracking because I want to make sure they get it, because I don't want to be one of those situations like it was for Pat McGrath, where I sent the palette back and they had it for a month and they still would not give me my money, so I had to go and dispute it. That was a whole different issue. It's okay if it's messy because I'm not intending to keep the color just like this. I kind of just wanted to use it as a base, because now I'm going to go into the color right here called Circuit. Like this really pretty like navy blue, and we're gonna put that right next to that purple shade, like right here. So like I said, it's gonna look messy, but trust the process. So this right here, this is like a topper shade. We're gonna lay this shade down because I knew that this would not really do well laying down by itself, so I wanted to have a deeper shade because I just feel like it's gonna grab onto that blue just like so. So I knew that this was going to be a little muddy, a little messy, but I just feel like this topper would go beautiful on top of like a deeper blue. Like, do we see how pretty that is? Like by itself, that's how it looks kind of by itself, more sheer. But putting it like right on top of something a little bit deeper, oh my gosh, that is absolutely such a beautiful shade. Do we see that? Okay, so while that's laying down, we're going to put the next shade, that was called Cyborg. We're going to go into Conscious right here, and we're gonna lay that right next to that icy blue. We're gonna lay that right next to that blue right here. This is why I meant like trust the process. It's gonna be messy because it's just gonna be the base underneath. All right, so kind of like right where the two converge, I'm gonna take the shade called Switch right here, and I'm just gonna very lightly, kind of tap this right here just to bring a little bit more highlight to the center of the lid. Okay, so that is how this looks. Is that not like super freaking pretty? All right, then I'm gonna take the shade right here called Shutdown, and we're just going to use that to line my upper waterline so we can blend that with my false lashes. So I'm just gonna quickly line this right here. This is such a beautiful palette. Like I said, this is a great palette. It's kind of mixed between Surge and Primal just a little bit. It's that feel that I get, but I really like how colorful this palette is. All right, guys, let me just do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. All right, so now that the eyes are kind of done, I think this looks so freaking pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. So we're gonna go into the face. I'm gonna start off with just my Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Drops, because you guys know I cannot do a full face of makeup without this. This truly does such wonderful things for mattifying the face. Doesn't do anything for my pores, but it really just helps to lock in that makeup, which I appreciate so freaking much. Okay, so for primer, I actually got the YSL. This is the Blur Primer. I got this in my advent calendar unboxing, and you guys told me to give it a chance. Even though like it has like a radiance to it, like it has like little radiance, you guys said try it out. So that is what we're doing. We're going to try out this blurring primer right here. I've never used this before. I hope it's really good. It's blurring and illuminating primer. So we're just going to try this out. I don't know what to do except like this, right? This. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. Let me. Ooh, she is thick. Is this a silicone based primer? This feels like it's silicone. So greasy on my face right now. I do not like that actually. This is a silicone based primer. Oh, this primer this primer really won't work for my skin because the fact that I do use a lot of water-based products because I am very oily, so I use a lot of water-based products. So we're just gonna try this. My face feels so weird. I've not used a silicone-based primer in a very long time, so this is definitely unique for me. So while this is kind of like drying down, I do have an Estee Lauder foundation. Now, I actually picked this up last year. I completely forgot that I had this. I'm doing my massive declutter coming up, and I was just kind of looking at my foundations because I didn't get any new foundations during like my advent calendar or anything. I was like, oh, maybe I could just use my Glossier or something. Then I saw this. I bought this last year with my mom. This is the Double Wear Maximum Cover Camouflage Makeup for Face and Body. It has broad spectrum SPF, and I wanted to try it. This says that this is 24 hours staying power, smoothing, natural looking liquid cream makeup, can be used to camouflage scars, birthmarks, sunspots, spider veins, and tattoos. Helps protect against SPF. Helps protect the SPF 15. It's waterproof. It's non-acetogenic, and it's dermatologically tested. So I don't know if this is really a foundation or not, but we're gonna try this. Yeah, because this was like expensive. Although I did get this for free because last year my mom, she saves up a lot of her points. And whenever she saves a lot of her points, she lets me go on a shopping spree. And I really do appreciate that with her. And we spend like $400 to $500 worth of products. We end up paying like a couple bucks for it because she uses all her points. So here it is right here. I do have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay Foundation. And I don't know if this is like, oh, homegirl is thick. What? Oh my goodness. I put out so much. Oh wow. This is thick. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh. I haven't even needed to dig back into my hand yet. This, they weren't kidding. This is supposed to cover tattoos. Oh my God, look at the difference. Oh my God, my lips. Oh my gosh. And I have so much on my, oh my gosh. What did I just do? I probably should have looked this up before putting it all over my face. What the heck? I look so scary. Okay, let's just extend this down. Oh, this is thick. This is thick. Okay. Alrighty. Let's, do the ears. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This is paint. This is straight up just freaking face paint. What the heck? Oh my God. And it dries down so quickly. I have so much extra product. Honestly, this goes such a long way. A little bit of this goes a long way. Why did I get this? What the heck? Double Wear Maximum Coverage? It ain't playing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, this thing needs to like dry down because this is really, really intense. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. I thought this was like this says, by the way, this has a natural looking liquid cream. The fuck? Are we both looking at the same thing? Because this looks like heavy paint on my face. It does dry down very nicely though. It does dry down very nicely. We're going to go into concealer. I don't have a new concealer, so I'm just going to use oh my God, it's all over my hand. It's in my nails. I'm going to use the Naked Quickie 24-hour wear concealer because I've only tried this like twice. So I really want to keep trying it out to see how I like it. So, yeah, that's that. So let's just put this right here. Damn, this thing is so freaking matte. I'm yellow. Oh, I'm yellow. Do we see that? I am yellow, but it is what it is at this point. We're gonna have to make this work. Okay, so bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer because I need something a little bit lighter than something deep. So we're just gonna take this. I'm just going to lightly add some color back into my cheeks. I hope this doesn't mess up the product. It kind of looks like it's going to, honestly. So we're just gonna try to bring some color back to this fester face that we have going on right here. That'd be a really good foundation to cover up tattoos. It reminds me of that one foundation that went viral like years ago. I remember Nikki Tutorial talking about it. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like a really big, like fancy fancy foundation that like apparently like Hollywood stars use, and it like really would sit here and like be like one swipe full coverage. I remember everybody make a big deal about it. I just remember that being so viral. I remember I wanted it. I remember people were saying you could find it on Amazon, but then a lot of people were saying don't buy it off of Amazon because it's like a ripoff. It's not the real thing, and it's just, this is what this is giving, is that type of foundation, because she is very, very, very thick. Took me by surprise. I thought we were dealing with like a sunscreen situation, like a skin tint. I didn't think we were dealing with like an actual like face paint situation that we have going on right now. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with a powder bronzer. I just wanted to add some sort of life to the face right now because it's rather shocking how it looks. So for blush, I do have a new blush to try. So I got this like nude stick from one of my boxes. I've never tried nude stick before, and this is like an all over blush. So I'm just going to like, I guess, I don't know if this is how I do it, like draw it on. Is that what I do? Does that work, or do I have to use my brush? You know, it is blending out very, very lightly. It is blending out very, very lightly though, like almost to like no color. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad color. It's just very light in pigment. So I'm gonna use another blush. I'm gonna go into the Blush and Glow pack that I got from Betty. She got this in PR and she had extras. So they have two dewy liquid blushes and two luminizers. So for blush, I'm gonna try this shade right here called Wisdom. We're just gonna take this and just do like one dot, 1, 2. 1, 2. Very light. I tried this the other day with the Hope blush from Rare Beauty, and oh my god, that thing was so freaking beautiful. I really like the formula, so I think I'm gonna end up liking this. Like, look at how pretty that is. That just blends so freaking beautifully. So for setting powder, I don't have a new setting powder, but we're gonna go with the Givenchy because I'm still giving this a go. I do like the Huda Beauty one. I also kind of really like this Givenchy one. Now this Givenchy one doesn't last very long on the skin versus like other setting powders, but it's still nice. It still gives me like a really blurred effect. It does like have like little micro like glitter in it. So I do get a little bit shiny, and it's very, 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 very heavily scented. So if you're not really into heavy scents, this may not be for you, but I do like it. It's not my favorite though. Now I'm gonna go into this little contour and highlighter palette from Charlotte Tilbury just to bring a little bit back of the bronzer back into the face. Even though this is such a light bronzer, I feel like this will work really nicely with this. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the Patrick Ta Holiday Major Dimension Face Palette. I'm gonna go into this light little pink shade right here. Very lightly just kind of tap that on. So for highlight, we're gonna go into the Rare Beauty. We're gonna go, let's see, I have two shades. I have Magnetize, so it's gonna look like this gold one. Or I have the shade called Transcend. I guess we're gonna go into the first one, Magnetize. It's a golden shade, not really gonna be for me, but we're just gonna make this work. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3. Try tap it in my finger. Sponge. And I feel like that didn't do anything. That color didn't show anything. Okay, let's try the other color, see if that makes a difference. See, that's what I thought. I thought that'd be too golden. See if this makes a difference at all. I doubt it's going to. It's too deep. It's just too deep. Okay, so since that's the case, I'm going to go into my Rare Beauty powdered highlight right here. And we're just going to literally go in with that. Ooh, I think it's so extra because I already have like a liquid highlight underneath. So it's like a little sticky base for it. Yup. We just did that. We're going to go for it. We're going to go. It's going to be extra shiny and wet. And my brows still just look, oof. All right. Well, shit. We're going to make it work. All right. So to go back into the palette, I'm going to start off with the shade. I'm going to start off with the first two shades. So to finish off the eye look, we're going to go back into the shade right here called Glitch. And we're going to blend it out with AI. And that's going to kind of complete the eye look besides me throwing on lashes, besides me throwing on mascara and liner and then like inner corner. I'll show you guys what I do for that. So to finish off, I went in with the ColourPop blue liner right here. I also went in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the Extreme Frost in Gag Me, just because I don't support the brand, but I still like have the two Extreme Frost. They're still really good, and I bought them years and years ago. So to finish off the look, we're going to quickly set my face. I did use my favorite One Size Mattifying Until Dawn setting spray, although I really don't think this is gonna budge. So for lips, like I said, Betty gave me some new lip products. So we're actually gonna go into the Rare Beauty liner, lip liner. This is in the shade called Wise. We're gonna use this today to line my lip. All right, I'm gonna fill it in just slightly. Okay, then I buffed it out my finger, and then I'm gonna go in, buffed out my finger, then I'm gonna go in with the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil that I did pick up like a week or two ago. So let me go and try this out. This is their brand new lip oil formula. I have not tried it. And I have this shade called, what should I have? Honey Talks. Honey Talks. Let's see how this looks. Oh, it smells like peppermint. That is actually really freaking nice. I like how that feels. All right, guys, and there we have it. This is the final look. Okay, guys, so this is the final look, and I definitely have some thoughts. So we're going to start off with these brow products. First off, this for Fi brow sculpting situation. I do not like it. I just realized that like brow sculpting is just not for me. My hair just never wants to work with it. It becomes like Elmer glue on my face, and I cannot stand the feel of it. I don't like the like fluffy brow look on me, and it just doesn't work. Even like I've tried your guys' technique, doing it before, doing it after, and it just doesn't work. Doesn't work. So if you can make this product work for you, by all means, go for it. But for me personally, I don't like it. I do not like it. And unfortunately, it makes me feel a type of way. And unfortunately, I kind of feel the same way about the ABH Brow Wiz. Like, it had a spoolie. Are you serious? I didn't know it had a spoolie. Oh my gosh. I did not know that this had a spoolie. Not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about this Brow Wiz. It seems a little lackluster in terms of pigment. Like I'm taking it, I'm really digging on my hand. Try to get this as fine line as possible. I really had to dig into my brows to get this to show sort of anything. And usually when I work with like a brow pencil, I don't really have to struggle as much. So I really don't know how I feel about this. Maybe it's just the color of it. I think this is in the shade medium brown. So you think that this will work for me, but for some reason it didn't really work. So I don't think this is something that I would ever go and pick up full size of. I think I'm gonna pass on this. Next, we do have the Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is the Machina or the Machina, however you wanna call it. This is their brand new palette. This retails for $45. It does launch this Friday, December 1st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can use code Allie, save you guys 10% off. And I have to say, I absolutely love this palette. At first, I was just like, I don't know. It looks just like the Surge and Primal kind of mixed together. But honestly, this eye look I created is probably one of my favorite eye looks I have ever created using a Blend Bunny Cosmetics palette. I love the way that this is laid out. I love that it's so beginner friendly. I love that you can put it into two different eyeshadows right there. Like I love how you put like two different palettes right here. I just love everything about this, and the fact that like this is the final piece that Maggie got to create with her father just makes it like extra special. So I really do enjoy this palette, and I really love the eye look that I created. I think this is so freaking pretty, and I kind of want to keep creating this look because I really love the way I created, and I cannot wait to play with this again. I really want to play with this green row right here, this gray row, and I kind of want to play with the pink row a little bit. So you guys are definitely going to see me playing this palette again throughout the rest of the year. So definitely, I think it's worth it. Then we have this YSL primer. This is a silicone based primer. I did not know that. She's thick. She's thick, and I don't really like silicone based primers. I find that they just don't necessarily work for me. They feel very greasy, We're definitely going to be trying this out. Like, I'm going to keep wearing this throughout the day. I'm going to see how long my makeup lasts. I just know that personally, I don't know if I'd ever go buy the full size of this, especially because it does add luminance to your face. And for me, someone who's super oily, that's the last thing I want to do. But I don't think it did anything in terms of like blurring the pores or anything like that. Like, I don't see a difference. But I know a lot of people out there really do love this. I just think it's one of those products that honestly I'd pass on. Alrighty, let's talk about the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Coverage Foundation situation. Okay, because right now on camera, my face is looking snatched. Right now on camera, my skin is looking so smooth, so beautiful. In person, oh, let's take a look in person. So I need you to see what we're working with in person. Okay, I'm trying to get as close to a light source situation. Let's go here. Can you guys tell? In person, it is just like sitting on the face. The makeup doesn't look that good. It looks super, super dry. Very, very, very heavy. I'm not a fan. I am generally just not a fan. Let me do natural light. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if this makes a difference, but I'm standing here with like somewhat natural lighting, and it's just so thick. It's so thick. God, I wish this camera can show you what I'm really seeing. We see like how bad that looks. It does not look good. From further away, yeah, of course, it looks nice from further away, but up close, like I'm telling you right now, it is just sitting on top of my skin. This is one of those foundations I could tell that's going to crack over time. I think it's gonna be great for holding back the oil because this bad boy is thick. I mean, he is thick, like super freaking thick. I can see why they use this to cover tattoos. I just didn't know what to expect. Cause like I said, it's been sitting in my collection for a year and I never tried it. And I'm kind of like, why did I wait till now to try it? But I'm glad I did. But it is super, super thick. This is one of those foundations I could probably see myself wearing maybe on a day that I really, really, really need my makeup to hold. And I know that I'm not going to see anybody up close, so they can't check all the issues. I'm very curious to see how this is going to last and what it's going to look like when my oil starts to seep through. So I'm going to try this foundation again, less product this time because I use way too much. And then we're going to really kind of try it out. Now I'm not going to talk about the bronzer or the setting powder because I've already been trying those, or the concealer, but we do have like the blushes. So the Nude Stick blush, this is cute. I won't be buying the full size of this. It blends out nicely. It's a pretty color, but I don't know. I just don't really care for it too much. It's a stick, and I don't really like stick blushes like this because I feel like they're a little bit more harder to work with. You had to put it on your sponge, on your makeup brush, or you had to actually like drag it on the face the way that I did. So I know that could be universal. You could use this as eyes, you could use this as lips, you could use this as cheeks. It's just something that I'm not going to really use, so this is not for me. Now, I do have the two liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. I really do enjoy these. I think these are super nice. But the two liquid highlighters, honestly, I think that these are not that good. Maybe it's because of the color that I used. I don't know, but I find these to be so lackluster, especially compared to like the powder highlighter. This to me is just so lackluster. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I wouldn't buy the full size of these. And then lastly, we do have the lip liner. I really do like Rare Beauty's lip liner. It's super creamy, super buttery, easy to blend. But this lip oil from e.l.f., this is really, really nice. Now, is it going to have longevity to it? No. I can already tell it's not going to have longevity to it. It feels nice. I'm doing this and I can already feel the shine going away just a tad. It has a nice little peppermint scent to it. It is not sticky whatsoever. It has a beautiful shine, but this is just one of those lip oils you're consistently going to have to reapply throughout the day. So overall, I think we definitely had like 2 to 3 hits. We had the palette, the blushes, and the lip oil are the hits. The rest are kind of misses. They're kind of misses, but I'm obviously going to keep trying them out to see what I really think of them. But that is it for today's video, guys. Let me know down below what you guys think of the P. Louise Michaela situation, what you guys think about all the products I tried. What are your thoughts on everything? And I'll make sure that I link everything that I tried down below for you guys. But that is it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. I do post 4 to 5 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.